She was one of the most famous and beautiful women on the planet. A perfect 10.
Oh, yeah. 28 years later, we're wondering, well, I'm certainly wondering, where is Bo Derek now? Now, listen, Mel, she and I are exactly the same age. Let's see who's shaping up the best.
The Bo Derek story is all about this image. A beautiful beach babe with cornrow hair running very slowly. It was the most exciting moment of the movie 10, an only slightly funny 1979 comedy starring Dudley Moore.
She was the most beautiful girl I had ever seen.
On a scale from 1 to 10.
11.
This was Bo's big break.
I was 22, living in a little apartment in Los Angeles with my husband, making little films, and someone called who had been, a friend of my husband's called, who had been at Hugh Hefner's the night before. And there was this brilliant director, Blake Edwards, was looking for a girl that he described on a scale of 1 to 10, a 10, the perfect woman. And someone at dinner that night had said, "Oh, you should meet John Derek's wife. She's beautiful." So I went in and came home with the part. The film 10 was an incredible opportunity. Honestly, my part in it, people don't realize, is very small. I'm in the film maybe 10 minutes. So I just thought it was an easy part. I didn't have a lot of words to say. And I thought it would be fun to go to Mexico. That's all I was hoping out of the movie.
But 10 became so much more. Bo Derek was a 10 in the eyes of the world. She was the sex symbol of the early 80s. That hairstyle was pretty famous too, thanks to Bo's husband.
We had seen some of the hairstyles of the braids, the cornrows they called them, in a local shopping area near where we lived with a big African-American community. And he always said, you know, that would be good on you, because he always thought I was most beautiful with my hair slicked back, wet. And I think the hairstyle did help sell that fantasy woman that I was to play.
Did you ever do it to Ravel's Bolero?
And it amazes me still, 25 years later, my niece can go to a beach in some resort and get her hair done like Bo's. So it's funny.
Soon, the world was seeing more than Bo Derek's hairstyle as she posed in some of the most famous issues of Playboy.
You know, it's funny, Playboy, the idea. My husband, as I said, was a brilliant photographer, and I had no problem doing Playboy. I did 5 covers and layouts inside. But to me personally, and this sounds like some lame excuse, but they were about his photography. It wasn't about, I would never present myself in the magazine to show myself off.
Bo met husband John Derek when she was 16 and he was 46. Their marriage raised eyebrows, but it lasted until his death in 1998.
I've always been strong. I was born that way. I was brought up by strong parents. So you just pick up and go on. There were times that were really frightening. At one point I even thought, well, I'll never find someone else again. After 5 years, you start thinking this isn't going to happen for you. But life has always been good to me. I'm very fortunate.
Bo's acting career is alive and well. She just finished a new TV series, Fashion House.
If you look at me, I'm not usually typecast as a villain. So when they offered me this part, I got so excited.
I think he's in love with you.
Are you surprised?
Of course not. He's lucky to be with a woman like you.
Oh, Lexi, if you're gonna kiss my ass, wear a decent color. My character is so horrible and so bad and so villainous and cruel, she'll throw anybody under the bus.
I'm sorry, I was just held up.
I'm sure you were. Now run away. She was a blast to play. I'd look at my pages in the morning and just think, oh, this is going to be great. I'm going to break a kneecap today.
A great horse lover, Bo's involved in many animal causes. Today, Bo spends her spare time with her horses on her ranch in Central California.
She is still a 10 at age 50.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. So does she win?
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
Hands down.